以下落嚟有請美安集團特別企劃顧問 Kevin Buckman 講解複製嘅 ABC 法則。Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Kevin Buckman.
All right. Okay. Everybody had a good lunch? All right. Okay, what we did this morning was it's something I do with every new business partner, making sure that all new people know exactly what we do, the only thing we do, and how everything that they're going to experience with respect to conventions, leadership schools, world conferences, seminars, everything they're going to experience basically, can be tied to the DNA and the shopping annuities. Everybody see how it all fit together, okay? Now, what I want to do then is I want to get with the individual and just cut right to the chase exactly what they have to do to start making progress in growing, expanding their sales and distribution organization, okay? To be effective work units. In other words, to produce BV and IBV. So when we start out, the very first thing you do is I use the Getting Started Guide. You've got to use the Getting Started Guide. Why? Because it's standardized, it's coordinated, and everybody uses it, okay? It's the playbook, if you will. It's what we do. But in there, I never leave anything to chance. I don't send them home to read it, and I don't send, that kind of thing. What I do is I extract out of there the things that we need to do, okay? We got to sell product, we got to sell the business, and we got to sell education, okay? So what I do is I just kind of extract it out, and I'm always trying to reduce things down to in the simplest form, because people have a tendency when they see a whole bunch of stuff, they got ADD, they just get all over the place. You got to keep them focused. You got to keep them on task. They got to stay on task. So what I do is I have this little thing called the ABC pattern. It's the playbook. Now the thing I want to show you is this. Make sure you realize that everything in the ABC pattern, follow up an ABC pattern of building depth. It's the fifth element of the basic five. But the thing is it's not just the plan. It's not just, Alice and I show the plan to James. And then Alice and I and James, we go show it to Carrie. And then Alice, James, and I, we go to this A1 level and show it to Kathy. Is everybody with me? It's not just the plan. It's also a process. It's a systematic process of making sure that what I'm going to show you right now, I need Alice and I to duplicate it with James. And I need Alice and I and James to create leverage and force and power and group to basically and get it duplicated with Carrie. And then with Carrie, all of it, so that we duplicate it with Kathy. The whole idea is we're creating a team. Is everybody with me? In the beginning, team is important. Building a team is so important in the very beginning because there's power in the numbers. There's excitement in numbers. There's enthusiasm in numbers. There's energy in numbers. And when you basically keep that team together and that team has a common vested economic interest in everybody succeeding right on down the line, because Alice is under me, James is under Alice, Carrie's under James, and Kathy's under Carrie, and we have this team. And I want Kathy to be successful. I want Carrie to be successful. I want James to be successful, and I want Alice. It's all everybody has to carry their fair share of the load. Is everybody with me? You can't let the team down. So what I'm going to show you is, in the beginning, we want to create that team. You see, we always say, I'm going to kind of get off here, but the thing is, we always talk about this business is so simple. Why? Because it doesn't take you don't have to build 4 legs, do you, to make significant money? You don't have to build 6, 8, 10, 12, because we don't build wide. We don't build wide. We build deep. We build deep. We do not build wide. Okay? And because we build deep and we don't build wide, it makes it so that we're not in competition. See, if we built wide in a traditional multi-level compensation plan, the first level, let's say it's 11%. So if I make my possibility list, and Alice is on my list, James is on my list, Carrie's on my list, Kathy's on my list, Dolly's on my list. If they're on my list, I'm at the center, and then I have this sphere of influence, my network, my names list, my possibility list. And each one of those are in that sphere, aren't they? But lo and behold, we all know each other. We work at the same place, or we go to the same church, or whatever it may be, or we're all family members or something, you know. So the point is this, we all then, what? They know each other, I know them, and probably the first phase, a lot of the people they're going to put on all their names list, I also know, they know, we all know, don't we? In other words, we have these overlapping spheres. Is everybody with me? See, if we build wide, when I go to sponsor somebody and I go to sponsor Alice, I want Alice on my front line. Why? Because I get 11% off everything she does. Well, I know James, I know Carrie, I know Kathy, I know Dolly. I want to sponsor them because I want to get 11% off everything they do because I want to put them on the front line, right? But guess what? I sponsor Alice. Alice wants to sponsor Kathy, Carrie, Dolly, or James because she wants them on her front line. Well, I only get 6% on my second level. Now Alice and I are in competition for those individuals. Does everybody see that? So that's why they don't work. They don't work. It puts you in competition with the people that are supposed to be part of your team. See, with us, we build it. We keep like people together and we build deep. We don't activate them. We don't give sponsorship away, but we build deep common. So if we come in, I sponsor Alice, I put her right here. I don't care if she sponsors James because she's going to put him under her anyway. I get 100% credit. She gets 100% credit. I sponsor Carrie. She knows Carrie. I'm going to put Carrie underneath James. James sponsors Dolly. We don't care. Dolly sponsors Carrie. We don't care because everybody gets 100%. Does everybody see this? It's about building team. Team. And I'm going to use building this leg, okay, to teach Alice, James, Carrie, Kathy, Dolly, how to build a leg. You see, we tell people you only have to build four, only 2 legs. Only 2. Not 4, not 6, not 8, not 10, not 12, 2. But we've got to teach people how to build a leg. We've really got to teach them how to build a leg, what it takes to build a leg. So what I'm going to share with you is this process showing people how to build a leg. Now, I'm not saying build one leg and don't get activated. What I'm saying is you give your energy to the people that deserve your time, energy, and effort. Don't divert from the people that deserve your time to go get activated and get a $300 check. We want to make what? $11,500 a week. Don't forget this. All right, next thing. Here's what I do with everybody. Brand new person. Here you go. 90 days. You've got 90 days and 90 days. You got 90 days to identify 150 BV worth of product to change brands. Should be a little bit more. It should be more than that, but you got 90 days. Well, how are you going to do that? Real simple. We're going to do the what? Do the home shopping list. We're going to do the workbook, the shopping annuity assessment. Whatever it takes to identify all those products and goods and services we're buying already from some other business establishment. You've got 90 days to find them. Why 90 days? Because once you find them, we may adjust your monthly auto ship, transfer buying, whatever they call it right now, okay? So we can adjust it, before the first pull. But you got 90 days. Okay, 90 days. You don't do it in 90 days, you're off the team. I take your jersey, you go sit on the bench. You watch. You're not part of the team. Team members do their job. They make their block. They kick the ball when it's passed to them in the goal or whatever it may be. But team members do their job. I hate it when people come to me, oh, I'm going to lose somebody. They're going to quit or whatever like that. Well, what did they do? Nothing. Well, then what are you worried about for? Well, they did transfer buying. How much? 50 BV? Get them out of here. You worry over nothing. You with me? The people that are doing something, they're going to stay with you. Why? Because they're succeeding. Okay? And you will succeed if you do. If you do the work, you make the money. Okay? All right, so you use consistently with the Fast Start Kit. I already said the Fast Start Kit is for using, it isn't for selling. It's for using, not selling. I just want to make that clear. That's for using, not selling. So you have a product story, number one, and number two, you get to experience the product so you have something to talk to people about. Okay? You complete the home shopping list or the shopping annuity assessment to help you identify that 150 at a minimum. I'm not saying, only 150. I'm saying it could be 200, 300, 400. I don't care what it is. Well, I only have to order maximum 150. Well, then apply the rest of it down, but buy it. You need to be a product of the product and a product of your program. You don't, you won't make money. Okay? Look up BV values for the MA branded products. I want people to go into their back office. The products that they identify, I want them to start moving around in their back office. These are brand new people so that they know they're not afraid to go into their back office and unfranchise. Okay? Revise the unfranchised auto ship. Once we, like I said, we identified 150 more before the first auto ship pull, we want to put those products on there. They're going to buy them anyway. You with me? You got to get this out of the attitude that they're buying additional stuff. They're not buying it. They're buying this stuff anyway. Okay? Now, for all the rest of the products, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that they change how you buy, where you buy, okay? And where you buy, what you're going to buy anyways. In other words, you're going to buy a TV one of these days. You're going to buy a washing machine one of these days. You're going to buy school clothes. You're going to buy school supplies. You're going to buy shirts, clothes, jewelry, whatever, shoes. You're going to buy these things. You're going to go eat you're going to go eat hot pot somewhere, right? So you might as well do what? You might as well patronize businesses that are part of your business. Make sense? Okay. So how are you going to do that? You go to hkshop.com/KCB, okay? And then what you're going to do is you make sure that your password, your PCID number, and your password is on every single computer in your house. Every computer in your house. Even your kids' computers, because your kids buy stuff. Especially those that have older kids. Okay? They buy stuff. They go on the computer. Do not assume that everybody in your house is going on to your shop.com site when they go shopping. Your mother, your father, if they happen to live with you, or your brother or sister, whatever it may be, a family member, do not assume that they do that. They need to be going through your shop.com site and buying everything. Is everybody with me? Adds up to the 3,000. All right? So, every computer, don't leave it. I made this mistake. I automatically assumed everybody in my house was buying off my shop.com site. They weren't. That's why I went and I got out the label maker. No excuses. No excuses. Let me tell you, going direct, www.victoriassecret.com does not put food on the table and a roof over your head. You go through shop.com site to go to those stores. Or I'll take away the payment method. Okay? The other thing I do with a brand new business partner is I want them to surf. And I'll start that with them while they're sitting with me. We start to surf the shop.com site to see all the different types of stores that are there that they may not be aware of. And you'll discover some in the process when you do it with all your people as well. But the thing is you're going to discover, but just surf. Just like the back office, you're just going to go and click and see what happens. That's how we teach ourselves what to do, with respect to computers. But nobody taught you how to do Outlook or email. Nobody taught you how to do, WeChat. Nobody taught you how to do any of the other apps out there, how to buy music off iTunes or something like that. You didn't go to a training for it. Okay? You went there and you just started playing around and you felt, oh, this works, this gets me here, and this gets me here, and I'm able to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. May take 2 or 3 tries, but you find out. Does everybody follow this? Same thing with our shop.com site and our back office. Okay? Then what I want to do is conduct an inventory. This is very important. I want to, and I alluded to it earlier today, I want you to conduct an inventory of stores you currently buy from. So what I will do is if I enrolled Alice, I'll say, Alice, okay, what are the stores, what stores do you, when you buy clothes, what stores do you shop at? Boom, boom, boom. She tells me, boom, I go there and I show her how to find those stores. We find the stores, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a My List, okay, a My List. And they're going to be maybe 2 of the 3 of the stores that we have on ShopBet where she buys clothes. Where do you buy jewelry? Where you go, if you were going to get a gift for Father's Day or a gift for graduation in June for somebody graduating from high school or college or where it may be. I'm going to go, you know, Valentine's Day, Easter, all the different holidays, Chinese New Year, whatever, all these different things. I want to know, and we're going to build a My List of all those stores, which you can do on shop.com. Why? Because what I don't want to do is, remember what I said, what is our job? Our job is to be a shop consultant. Our job is to make it so that our customers shop on our site efficiently and effectively. Efficiently means wasting no time. We want to keep it and make things happen as fast as possible and as effective as possible. So I'm going to start, well, Kevin, Alice isn't a customer. No, let me tell you what, but she's going to be teaching her customers how to do that, but she can't teach her customers unless she's taught. Does everybody figure that out? So I'm teaching my business partners how to create this My List so that when all of a sudden the washing machine breaks down or an appliance breaks down or whatever it may be, I don't want her plugging in washing machine. Because who knows, the search engine might be having a bad day and a toilet will come up. Are you with me? So my thing is, I don't want to leave anything to chance. I don't want to frustrate my customers. I don't want her to have her customer. So I go through this exercise, My List. So if it was an appliance, she's going to go to My List, appliances. These are the 3 stores I go to. I'm going to click, see what they got. It takes me right to the thing, and then we go from there. Is everybody with me? So I'm not leaving. I don't want to leave the responsibility to the success of my business up to anybody else if I can help it. I assume the responsibility by creating tools within the business to make sure that she shops and her people shop and my people shop as efficiently and effectively as possible. Has everybody got that? Okay? There's no excuse. There's no excuse. Okay? Do not point fingers at anybody if you have the ability to make it not be a problem. Is everybody with me? Okay, that's that extra 1 degree. Remember, an extra 1 degree is taking a little bit of extra effort into the business. Okay, and that's what we need to do. And there was something else I was going to say, and I totally forgot. Anyway, I'll remember probably later. All right. So the next thing is this. She has to create. I'm just going to use Alice as an example. She has to create a possibility list, a names list, a possibility list of 60 to 300 names. 60 to 300 names. Okay? And she's got 10 days to do it. 10 days, 10 days. 11th day, she don't have it, and she didn't talk to me or call me, ask for assistance or anything like that. Uniform yank, go sit on a bench. You don't even go to the bench. Get in the stands and watch the game. You with me? That's what happened, because she's not a teammate. She's got to play. She's got to do everything else Dolly's doing, James doing, Kathy's doing, Carrie's doing, and I'm doing. You with me? If she wants to be a team member, she wants to be part of the team, that's what she has to do. 60 to 300 names in 10 days, okay? Now, if she's struggling, I tell her, if you're struggling, you better call me in 2 or 3 days because I'll come with you and I'll show you how we're going to build this name list of 6,300. Okay? We're going to use your address book, the contact list in your phone, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Who do you know that does this? Who do you know this? Who do you know that, whatever. And we just want names, possibilities. I did not say prospects, did I? I did not say prospects. You don't know who a prospect is. I said possibilities. Prospects identify themselves once you have engaged in a dialogue with them. It's based on information they provide you that determine whether they're a prospect or not. Okay, every prospect comes from a names list. So everybody start there. Because let me tell you what, that'd be like saying you know who's going to be good at this and who'd be a prospect, who'd be interested. You don't know who'd be interested. So everybody got that? No, nobody does. Nobody. Everybody says, oh, well, you know, people that are well-connected, you know, influential in the community, yada, all these different, the 10 pearls, and you know, that's all hooey. You never know. You don't know who it's going to be. It could be a file clerk at the University of Delaware, for God's sakes, never made more than $27,000 in their life. 100 times better than any of those other people. Why? Johnny talked about burning desire. Burning desire. Okay? I always tell people, you know what? You can have all those people in the world. Give me a divorced mother of 2 in Sugar Ditch, Mississippi, that has a point that she wants to make. And you'll build a huge organization with somebody like that. Burning desire. Okay? So, Facebook, easy. Right there, you're going to get 6,300 names without even trying. Why? Because all you got to do is send them a friend request and they accept you. Why? Because they like you? No. They want to be friends with you? Not really. They just want to add your name to their list to make them feel powerful. Because the more friends they have, the more popular they think they are. At least in the Facebook world. I don't care. I just want their names. And so guess what? When they accept, they just gave me permission to do what? Engage in a dialogue, didn't they? That's all I wanted. I wanted their possibility. You never know. Is everybody with me? Okay? And the thing is as soon as you're a friend on there and they accept you as a friend, they got all these other people that want to be popular and they want to add one more name to their list so they can be more popular. So guess what? You're going to get friend requests from all over the place, people you don't even know. I just go, okay. Do I want to be friends with them? No. Am I interested? No. Do I care? Not really. But they're a possibility. Does everybody see this? Okay? That's how you build the names list, okay? It's very, very simple. 10 days. Note, if you don't do it in 10 days, get up in the stands, watch everybody else play. But you're not on the team. You're not on the team. All team members do what they're supposed to do. Okay? Next, pay attention to this. It's very important. Alice, you are going to sell 100 BV in new product sales, new business, new products every month for the next 12 months. Okay? For 12 months straight, you are going to sell 100 BV of new business. Okay? Now, where did that number come and where did that frequency come from? Here's where it comes from. I know for a fact, doing this for 23 years, I know for a fact that if you just do a C- job of following up with your customers, a C-, not C, C+, B, or A. I'm talking about just a C- job. That every initial 50% of all initial sales will turn into repeat sales. In other words, if you just do a C- job of following up with somebody that you sold OPC3 to, 50% of each of the individuals that you sold to will end up being repeat buyers of that product every month. So the thing is I know that if she sells 100 BV worth of new product every single month for 12 months, at the end of 12 months, and at the end of a year, now it doesn't mean she only has to sell 100 BV. If she wants to sell 150, 128, 137, 150, it's okay. Okay? But she's got to do 100 or more BV in new business. I know at the end of 12 months, if she does 100, then she's got what? That's 1,200 initial sales, 600 BV of ongoing repeat customer purchases every month. Does everybody see that? So she's got her unfranchised represents 200, 250, 300, 350 in personal use, and it represents 600 BV minimum in retail sales. Everybody got that? So her unfranchised, to me, my goal is to get every unfranchised at a bare minimum to represent 1,000 BV a month. 1,000 BV a month, not 50. 1,000, because it's realistic and it can be done if you want it, okay? Because it's simple to do. If you just do a C- job, okay? How many people in here, watch this, how many people in here use 100 BV worth of product every single month? Raise your hand. 100, just 100 BV worth of product. Just 100, 100, over 100, whatever. Over 100, okay? About 80% of the people in this room. Now, let me ask you this. Do you use the product only because you have to? Or because the products that you use every month, they work? Huh? That you buy them because they work. Your mama didn't raise a fool. You buy them because they work. Am I right? Now, there may be some that you experience that you don't like so much. That's okay. But let me tell you what, the ones that you buy, that you came to 100 BV, you buy them because they work. Am I right? But when you buy them and they work, you're buying them because you're a consumer. You're not buying them as an unfranchised owner. You're buying them as a consumer. What makes you as a consumer any different to those 10 C's that we talk about? So each one of your C's, each one of your customers, your goal should be getting them to buy 100 BV or more worth of product every month. That's 1,000 BV. Think of it, if all your unfranchised owners, guess what? If they all had, each one of those unfranchised, that block, that 001 plus the customers all represented 1,000 BV or more. If she uses 200, 300, and they use 100, you're looking at 1,200, 1,300 BVs. Everybody see this? Do you know how many unfranchised owners, if you get that model duplicated into there, do you know how many unfranchised owners you need to make real big money? Not many. Not many. And it's doable. So what I want to make sure that everybody understands, new business, is this. Alice, if you sell a bottle of OPC3 to James in January, it's 43.5 BV. Okay? In February, if James comes back and buys another bottle of OPC3, okay, that 43.5 BV that he purchased in January, that went towards meeting the 100 BV for the month. When he comes and buys that product again, and 43.5 BV does not count towards 100 BV in February. Is everybody with me? Now, if he buys a Calcium Plus and a multivitamin in February, the BV will count towards hitting the 100 BV quota for new business in February. Has everybody got that? We're talking about new BV being generated by a new customer or new BV being generated by a repeat customer where you're expanding the share of product that you're selling to that customer. Has everybody got that? We're talking about new BV. Because what I want to do is I want to get to that 50% repeat. Because once Alice has got a repeat customer base of 600 BV, and she's using 300 BV in her household, or 400 or 500 it may be, guess what? We've got a solid business. She can focus all her time on expanding her sales and distribution organization and teaching them to do the same things. Everybody with me? Okay? Yes, I get an A. Yeah? Okay, good. All right. Because this is imperative. This is imperative. This is about building an efficient organization. Has everybody got that? It's about building an efficient organization where people are producing a lot with very little. Okay? Now, how do we get there? It's pretty easy. We talk and converse. Talk and converse. Talk and converse. With 16 possibility or names per month. That's 4 a week. 4 people, 16 in a month. Just talk and converse. Conversation, dialogue. Gather information. Let them talk. You may have to talk some to get them talking, but just talk. You will find that most people, if you let them know you're willing to converse with them and dialogue with them and listen, it may not be the first time, maybe the second time or third time that month, boom. All of a sudden, the dam bursts and they just tell you everything in the world. They talk about their favorite subject, which is what? Themselves and what's going on in their life, because that's the most important thing in the world. Let them talk. You want to know. Why? Because you're looking for information. You're looking for challenges. Challenges with respect to, you may have a solution product-wise, so you can introduce a product solution to a challenge that they have communicated in that conversation. But you're going to have to engage and talk to people. You got to actually make at Sunday night, Monday, whatever you're going to start, plan out who you're going to talk to, where you're going to talk to them, how you're going to meet up with them, or whether it be a call, whether you run into them physically, or you're going to see them, I don't know, at a bridge get-together, mahjong get-together, whatever it is, anywhere you're going to go, kids, sporting activities or something like that, dry cleaner, whatever it may be. But you got to plan out, okay, and allow some time and figure out how you're going to get that conversation going. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You just have to take the time to make the time to get it done. You got to get it done, okay? Now, listen for product solutions. Now, you may have testimonials, or of stories where a particular product has, helped somebody with a challenge that they had. You're aware of the story. So if that challenge comes up, you want to share that testimonial. Why? I told you, products. Stories sell product. Stories sell product. Stories and pictures sell product, okay? Now, complete the home shopping list with all customers. What I talk about the home shopping list is every time I sell somebody a product, I never want to leave there without them filling out that home shopping list quickly. Boom, boom, boom. What am I getting them to do? Because the next time I talk to them and I follow up with them, they have already identified products that they already buy every 4 to 12 weeks on that sheet, haven't they? They've already identified them. I'm not guessing. I don't have to talk and waste a bunch of, remember, efficiency. I have to waste a bunch of time. They filled it all out. I know that they use laundry detergent. Why? Because they checked the box. I know they use dishwasher. They checked the box. I know they take a multivitamin. How do I know that? They checked the box. So now I know all of the products that when I start and engage in another conversation with them, I'm looking to control the situation or the conversation where I can bring up the multi-level. How's that multi-level? I saw from the sheet you filled out, you take a multi-level. How about a multivitamin? A multivitamin. You with me? Okay. You got a multivitamin. Oh, yeah, I take it. Well, how's it working for you? I don't know. Well, how do they know, really? I mean, you take a pill. How do you know a multivitamin? You don't get any. You don't know. You really don't know. You believe, you paid for it, so you want to believe you're getting something, but you really don't know. Okay? So what I do is I talk about our multivitamin, okay? And I explain to her the what? The delivery system, why, the absorption and everything, the science behind it, and why it works so well, and it's better than anything out the market in a pill, capsule, or any other form, short of an IV, okay? Listen, if she's buying a multivitamin on a regular basis, that means she cares about her health, right? So more than likely, for her health, she will give our product a try. Does everybody follow this? The whole idea is that's why you need that whole shopping list. I'm not trying to sell her. I want to know what she's already buying. You see, because it makes it much easier to get her to transfer the brand versus trying to sell her something she's not using. Has everybody got that? But it's that extra 1 degree. You got to have them fill out the home shopping list. Going the extra step, that 1 degree versus just handing her the bottle, getting her check, and leaving. You engage in some conversation. You get the money, but at the same time, give her a brochure, give her some information. Why? So that if one of her friends talks about it, she's got something to show her. And then at the same time, you get the home shopping list so that she identifies the products. Everybody with me? That's that 1 degree. That's the 1 degree most people don't take. And that's the difference between what? Just getting one bottle sold and getting extraordinary results for very little time. Okay? All right. Beat that to death. Now, the next thing, Alice, you are going to show the business. You will expose the business to 4 or more qualified people, individuals, per month. 4 per month. A minimum of 4. You have to show the plan to 4 qualified people. I don't mean somebody you put in a headlock and you drug them to a UBP or an HBP. I'm not telling somebody you begged to go to a meeting with you, or you say, I want to practice showing the plan. Can I practice it on? No. I want 4 they don't count. Squirrels, dogs, cats, goldfish, people can just fog the mirror up. They don't count as qualified people. Qualified people are people that you've engaged in a dialogue with who have communicated to you that they want to improve their financial situation and they're currently looking for some type of a vehicle that will empower them or enable them to basically improve it. Is everybody with me? Those are qualified people. People that are truly looking for something to do to improve their financial situation, and they've communicated to you that they're willing to do something in addition to what they're currently doing in order to make that happen. Is everybody with me? That's a qualified individual. Okay? That's a quality. And what if you engage in a conversation? Remember the 16 people we engaged in a conversation with to sell product to? Okay? The same 16, we're looking to see if they have a what? A financial challenge. Then they're truly looking for a solution. Then those are the same 16 people we're going to talk to. Okay? Same 16. Again, we want to ask questions. We want to probe. Okay? We want to probe. We want to control the conversation. Okay? Ask questions, probe for problems, challenges related to money. We want to listen so that we can offer up what? Our financial solution. Alice, I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. Let me share with you, 23 years ago, I ran into an individual that basically showed me a business model, a business vehicle, where I could work part-time in order to generate a significant secondary source of income. At the time, I was in debt tremendously. I felt like I had no hope of getting out, but this gentleman introduced me to this. It worked for me. It may or may not work for you, but do you have 40 minutes for me to show you how the business model works? If she don't have 40 minutes, she's not my person. Is everybody with me? Because she don't really want what she says she wants. Because if you got somebody that really wants to make more money and they have a burning desire as to why, they're going to find 40 minutes real quick, either right now, tonight, tomorrow, or the next day. If they say, well, let me check my calendar and see what next week looks like. You check your calendar. Next. Next. You know why? Because I've got a names list of how many? 300. 300. That's why every single one of these people are going to have a names list of 300. So when they get somebody like that, next. Now I'm on 299. Is everybody with me? Next. Because here's what happens. When you bring somebody, the first, a chicken list of 6 people. See, that's what we do. We let people bring us, you got to do your names list. They bring, you know what they bring to you? If they bring a names list. 6 people on the list. 8 people on the list. 12 people on the list. It's a chicken list. It's a short list. It's the only people they can think. Of all the people I know, these are the only people I think might, be interested in doing this. How do you know? You don't even know what you're doing yet. How do you know whether they'd be interested? What do you know? Really, seriously, you don't know anything. How do you know? I don't know. Be honest. You don't know who's going to be right for this and who's not going to be right for this. Everybody I thought would be right for it, they didn't do anything. People I never dreamed would do anything, they did it all. You don't know. But see, what we do is we allow our people and we position them and we allow them and we position them to fail. Not to succeed, but to fail. Why? Because we're afraid that if we demand too much or we think we expect too much, they won't perform. They'll quit. I want them to be successful. Do you want to make 11.5 a week? Then yeah, you gotta have a names list of 300. And let me tell you why. Because when you get a no, and the first 6 people you run into no, you gotta have an attitude, man. You gotta have an attitude. You gotta have attitude. Let me tell you what. People aren't going to follow you into a business that can make 11.5 a week when you got this mealy man here. Man, you got to know, hey, no. Hey, go die. You were lucky I even talked to you, man. I'm moving on. I got 294 people to go. That's why you got to have 300 names lists. That's why you got to have 300. Why? Because I want you to have an attitude. Look. Even when people come in, oh, I'm going to quit. Quit. I found you when I was looking for somebody. I'll keep looking. You think you're the only person on the face of the earth? I'm adding to the possibility list all the time. I'm ready to go to work. Has everybody got this? You got to have an attitude. Let me tell you, you think, well, it's a little strong. Well, this ain't no club. This is a business. It's about making big money, serious money. Serious money. People aren't going to follow you. People, oh, come on, Anthony, please, you can come in. I'll even pay your way in. I'll even do the first 3 months of transfer buying. You don't have to do nothing, man. You just get in there and you make it. I just need you to be activated so I can get my money, my check. Who wants to follow somebody in a business like this? And then when you say, oh, you got to do this, they're like, oh, God, come on. Where's my check? I got 3. You said I was going to make money and not have to do anything. See, what you end up doing is you end up creating a monster. Somebody expects somebody for something for nothing. That's what you end up doing. And a lot of us have done that. Let's be honest. We did. I did it in the very beginning. Okay, we all did it. You don't do anything. You don't create anything. You think if we get them paid, oh, they'll believe and then they'll go do it. They ain't gonna do nothing. They're gonna sit on their fat butt and say, "Where's my next check?" Next, training. First 90 days, you're going to take the new unfranchised training in less than 28 days. That's a requirement here. Basic 5 training, you're going to take it in within the first 60 days, okay? Executive Coordinator Certification Training, you're going to take that in the first 90 days. Get it done, get it done, get it done. And everybody's going to attend the local seminar. Everybody buys 3 tickets. Has everybody got that? Everybody buys 3 tickets. 3. James is buying 3, Alice is buying 3, Dolly's buying 3, Carrie's buying 3, Kathy's buying 3. Everybody on that team buys 3 tickets. 1 for them and 2 for 2 new people. Remember, we show the plan of 4 people a month. So everybody got that? Okay, and 2 of those, we're going to have new business partners. Those are the tickets you're going to sell to them. Has everybody got that? Because if you don't buy 3 tickets, you buy 1 ticket, what you're telling me is you're not going to buy the tickets until you got somebody to sell them to. You know what that tells me? You don't intend to do any of this stuff that I'm talking about, or you'd already buy the 2 tickets, because you know if you did these things, you'll need more than 2 tickets. I know that for a fact. We will get 2 new people to the seminar 2 months from now, 3 months from now. Has everybody got that? You don't buy them, you don't believe. It's as simple as that. You don't believe. You don't believe. And it's not in the business. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you're going to do these things, so you're just owning up to it, and I'm just going to quit the diet or quit whatever else it was I've ever started in my life and just, mail it in. But that's what we're going to do in the first 90 days. All right. Now, the next thing I do is I want to show with numbers. Show with numbers. Not an act, this is what to expect. What I want to do is I want to under-promise and over-deliver. I want to under-promise but over-deliver. You with me? So what I do is I just go real quick through mathematical equation just to kind of show what can be done, okay? Now, look at this. If it's me and Alice, okay, me and Alice in the first month, so that's 2 of us. We each show the plan to just 4 people. That's 8 plans shown, okay? If we have a closure rate, listen to this, if we have a closure rate, okay, of 4 to get 1, that means we'll have 2 new unfranchised owners, 2 new partners in that leg, on that team. Is everybody with me? Then if it's me, Alice, James, and Dolly, we have 4 teammates, all showing the plan to 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 with a 4 to 1 closure rate. We end up with 4 new business partners. Everybody see how this works? Then those 4 and me equals 7, plus Alice and James and Dolly. Everybody got that? So we got 7. So it takes it all the way down. So in month 6, we've shown the plan to 252 people in month 6 because everybody does their job. At a 4 to 1 ratio, we have 63 new business partners in the organization. 63. Now, if you take month 7, if I took month 7, and remember we all had a sphere of influence, right? Now, the team members, 63 on one side, I can go to the place where they don't know anybody, it's my outside sphere, and I can use people out there in a different sphere outside of their network, the overlap, and start the other leg in month 7, maybe my 002 left instead of my 03 right, and start the same scenario over again. Is everybody with me? And by the end of 12 months, if we do this, you'll have 63 in the left and 63 in the right. Well, you'll have 63 in the left, but on the right side, good gosh, you might have 300 people. You with me? Because they're all doing it. Does everybody follow this? But even at 63 and 63, here's what it looks like. If every one of those just does 400 BV, just 400. If each one of those unfranchised owners represent just 400, not the 1,000 I was talking about or the 12 or 30, just 400, a measly 400. You've got 12 months, 126 UFOs, 126 times 400, that's 50,400. 50,000 divided by 2 organizations, 25.2. 25.2 in a month. Okay, in the left organization, 25.2 in the right organization. Each month has 4 weeks. Divided by 4 weeks or 14.3. You still come over 5,000 BV a week. Does everybody see that? That's 11.5 a week. 11.5 a week. Does everybody see that? 12 months. So I'm showing this to Alice, not because this is what I expect to happen, but I want to show her how, in just simple terms, simple math, what is possible. just by everybody doing what they were supposed to do in those plays. So the 11.5 or more per week in 12 months, it definitely can be done in 24 to 36 months. Wouldn't you agree, Alice? After you see the math and you see what needs to be done, every single thing we got people to do, guess what? It's doable, isn't it? So I want to make it so Alice can immediately start working. Carrie can work. Kathy can work. Dolly can work. Jim can. We all doing the same thing, and we all leverage each other. We build the team. Everybody's playing the same game. Okay? All right. I'll see you in a little bit.